everybody! I'm here with Savannah to take part in Theme Thursday. This week is Pajama Week, which is my favorite. So I'm going to put Savannah in this sleeper. Haven't had a chance to use it yet, and I bought it like, I'm going to say a year ago. And it is by Baby Gap, and it is their first, it's called First Essentials or First Favorites. And it has Little Red Riding Hood on it, which is really cute. So I'm going to put her in the sleeper for Theme Thursday. I forgot to bring her brush, but see how nicely her hair goes? Even if she's been wearing a hat, I don't really have to mess with it much. So as I change her, I just wanted to let you guys know that thankfully I am all better. My sore throat was gone by Tuesday afternoon. So I don't know if it was a cold and that maybe I just caught it like so early that I got rid of it. I don't know. Margaret and her sister both still have their colds this week. And Margaret's was actually a little bit worse when I was there on Wednesday. She was doing a lot of coughing. But my cold is fine. I don't even know if I would call it a cold that I had, because the only symptom I had was a sore throat, and that seems to be gone now. My cough has sort of returned today, that I had been having for the last couple of weeks. And I'm not sure if that's just related to the lung issues going on. But yeah, and then actually yesterday when I went to work, it was not my morning, I tell you. The first thing that went, well, it was funny. I didn't sleep well the night before because I was in a lot of pain. And so I didn't get a lot of sleep. But surprisingly, when I got up to get ready to go to work, I actually didn't feel all that affected by it. I mean, usually I would, but I didn't feel too bad. So I was like, I got up, I got ready for work, had my breakfast, packed my lunch, everything was good. Got out the door in time to catch my bus. I got all the way to the bus stop, and just as my bus pulled up and I went to pull out my Metro Pass to get on the bus, it then dawned on me that it's May. And what I had on me was April's Metro Pass. I had completely forgotten to put the Metro Pass for May in my purse. Therefore, I could not get on the bus. So I was like, oh my gosh, now I'm going to be late for work, because I would have to walk all the way back to my house and get the proper Metro Pass. So that's about a 5-minute walk, and then another 5-minute walk back to catch the bus. I knew I was going to be late. So I texted Margaret's mom and just let her know. And she said that, you know, she understood, it was fine, no problem. I actually had been staying late, working later the last couple of Fridays anyway. So it kind of ended up balancing out, but just the same, I don't like being late. But she was okay. She's like, okay, no problem. You know, we'll see you whenever you get here. And, sorry, I'm out of breath. So I rush back to my house, get the Metro Pass, rush back to catch the bus, and I had about 5 minutes to wait for the bus, so I was like, okay, I think I'm just gonna sit for a minute in the bus stop and kind of catch my breath, because I was really out of breath from rushing. So I get on the bus, and I have a tendency in the mornings to sleep on the bus ride to work. Because I generally don't really sleep well most nights, but even if I do get a decent night's sleep, I'm always tired. It's part of the fatigue. So I usually get some extra sleep on the bus ride, because it's about a 40-minute bus ride. So I was sleeping on the bus, and all of a sudden, I would say halfway through my bus ride, I suddenly started to feel really nauseous. And I get nausea from time to time, as you guys know, but this time I felt like I was going to be sick. And it just hit me out of nowhere. And I was like, what the heck? So I'm sitting there and I'm trying to compose myself, see if it would pass. Then I started to feel lightheaded, like I was going to faint. So the next stop, I got off, because I thought maybe if I get some air, I'll feel better. So I got off, sat on the bench out there, put my head between my legs, because I seriously felt like I was going to faint. And then after that kind of passed and I was able to sit up again, I just kind of sat there and I was like, okay, now I'm going to be even later. And at that point, I didn't even really know what to do. I didn't know if I should still go to work or what. So I called Alex, told him what was going on. He was concerned, and he's like, well, I guess just, you know, like, sit there for a while, see how you feel, and, you know, like, let me know. So I sat there. The nausea started to pass. But I was still feeling kind of dizzy, but not like I was going to faint anymore. So I just kind of sat there for a bit. I pulled out a little snack that I had packed in my lunch bag, and thought maybe if I eat a little bit, maybe it would help. So it did kind of help a little bit. And I just kind of sat there for about 10 minutes or so. And then I started to feel better. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to go to work. I'll see how I am once I get there and kind of like feel it out. But I did call ahead and I told Margaret's mom what had happened, just so that she was aware of why I'd be even later. And she's like, you know, are you sure you're okay and everything? I said, I'm starting to feel better. I think I should be fine. But, you know, I'm on my way. So I was about an hour late, almost an hour late. But by the time I got there, I was okay. But as I was walking there from the bus stop, my arms and my legs and my neck started feeling kind of achy and weird, which that kind of freaked me out a little bit. But by the time I got to their house, it had disappeared and I was feeling a bit better. So I did drink some water when I got there and took some gravel just in case. And I kind of just, you know, we were going to go out that morning, but then when I heard Maggie had a really bad cough still. We just decided to stay in, which was good. So we just did some activity sheets, just like a lot of sit down at the table kind of activities that morning. And that seemed to help. Like, so I ended up being okay for the rest of the day. So I don't know what that was. It was really weird. I've had that happen to me one other time a few years ago when I was working in the daycare center, and I was on the bus on my way to work one morning, and I felt like I was standing up because it was a crowded bus and there was no seats, and I was standing there and I suddenly just felt like I was gonna faint, and I actually had to ask someone to like give me their seat because I needed to sit down. And so I sat down, put my head between my legs, and it passed, and I went on with my workday. So I don't know, that's happened twice in, you know, but that was like a few years ago. So I don't know if it's just like sometimes from the bus, because sometimes I get motion sickness, not often, but it does hit me sometimes that I get motion sickness. And I'm just wondering if maybe like when you're in like a crowded bus and, you know, like you're kind of like smushed in there and it gets like hot, and then if I'm getting like motion sickness, I don't know if it's all like kind of from that. But I was okay, and I'm okay now, and I don't have a sore throat anymore and all that stuff, so that's good. So so I don't know what that was, but that was kind of a weird start to my work day, but ended up being okay in the end, so that was good. And this little cutie looks so sweet in her little Robin Hood? I was gonna say Robin Hood. Red Riding Hood sleeper. Don't you, Savannah? Yeah, look at those dimples. I love those dimples. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I put the sleeper on her. It's a little baggy in here, but that's all right. I find that tends to happen a lot with these zipper sleepers. Although I really do like the zipper. I like not having to fuss with snaps. So, oh my gosh, she looks so cute. I like this sleeper a lot. I'm glad I finally used it. Yes, using what I have. Yay! Alright guys, well, thanks for joining Savannah and I and listening to my crazy story of my Wednesday morning. But I am okay now, so that is what matters. And there she is, looking so cute. As you can see, I've zoomed in so you can get a better look. Say hi, aunties and uncles. Thanks for watching our video. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will catch up next time. Bye guys.